Have you ever tried to change your life overnight? You buy the expensive planner, you set the alarm for 5 a.m., and you promise yourself, from tomorrow, everything will be different. And 3 days later, you're back on the couch feeling guilty. We've all been there. But here is the secret: real change isn't loud, it doesn't scream, it whispers. Today, I want to share the tiny, almost invisible habits that didn't just change my routine, they saved my peace of mind. Welcome to Sunny English Bite.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Alex, and I'm here with Sunny. That feeling you described, Sunny, is so familiar. The pressure of the big, dramatic change.
It is, isn't it? We think we need this huge explosion of motivation to change things, but it almost never works that way. And that's what we're going to talk about today: why small habits matter so much more than big goals.
Right, because big goals are often intimidating. They feel so far away. If your goal is to get healthy, where do you even start? It's so big, it can feel impossible.
Exactly, and our brains don't like things that feel impossible. There's a part of our brain that resists difficult things. It wants to keep us comfortable and safe. A big goal feels like a threat to that comfort.
So you procrastinate, you avoid it.
Yes, but small habits, they are different. They are so small that they bypass that resistance. They fly under the radar. Your brain doesn't even notice them as a big change.
That makes sense. It's like you don't need motivation to do something that takes 1 minute.
You don't. That's the secret. You don't need motivation to start small. Let's take your example: get healthy. The big goal is huge, but what's a small habit?
Maybe drinking 1 glass of water when you wake up, or putting on your running shoes. You don't even have to run, just put on the shoes.
I love that. Just put on the shoes, because once the shoes are on, maybe you feel like walking for 5 minutes, and maybe tomorrow you walk for 6. It builds on itself quietly.
And the best part is that you can do it on bad days.
Yes, this is so important. With big goals, if you have a bad day, you're tired, you're sad, you fail, you don't go to the gym for an hour, then you feel guilty.
Right, the all or nothing mindset.
Exactly, but with a small habit, even on your worst day, you can probably drink 1 glass of water, you can probably read 1 page of a book, you can put your shoes on.
And because you did it, you maintain your consistency. You keep the chain going. You can still say, I did my habit today. That feels good. It feels like a small win.
It's a huge relief. It removes the guilt. It normalizes inconsistency in our energy levels because we are human, we're not machines. Some days are good, some are bad. Small habits work with our nature, not against it.
And the progress, you don't notice it at first. It's almost invisible day to day.
You don't, but after a month of reading 1 page a day, you've read 30 pages. After a year, you've read a few books, all without pressure. It just happens.
I think that's a perfect way to describe it. It just happens. It's a much gentler way to approach self improvement.
It is. So I thought we could share some really specific, really small habits that have made a big difference for us, especially in the morning. For me, the morning used to be the most stressful part of the day.
Oh, absolutely. The alarm goes off, and the first thing many people do is grab their phone.
Yes, and immediately you're flooded with emails, news, notifications, other people's problems and priorities. Before you are even fully awake, you're already in a reactive, stressful state.
So, what was the first small change you made?
The very first one was this: I put a glass of water next to my bed before I go to sleep. And the rule is, I have to drink the whole glass of water before I'm allowed to check my phone.
That's a good one. It's simple.
It's so simple, but it does two things. First, my body needs water after sleeping, so it's physically good for me. But more importantly, it creates a small space, a pause. It gives me about 30 seconds that are just for me before the world rushes in. It feels like I'm starting the day by taking care of myself.
A pause. I like that. Habit that I started is similar. As soon as I turn off my alarm, I get up and open the curtains before anything else.
Oh, that's beautiful, letting the light in.
Exactly. The natural light tells my brain it's time to wake up. It feels much more gentle than the blue light from a phone screen. It connects me to the world outside in a calm way.
I can feel that. Another one for me, and this one is maybe the smallest of all. After I turn off my alarm, before I even sit up, I take 3 deep breaths. In and out. That's it.
3 deep breaths. It's not a long meditation, it's just a moment to check in with yourself.
Yes, to notice that I am here. I am breathing. The day has not started running away with me yet. It calms my nervous system. And this brings up a really important point about all these habits. It's not about productivity, it's about mood. These habits aren't designed to make me get more work done. They're designed to make my day feel better, to feel calmer, more centered.
That's the key difference. We're not trying to optimize our lives into a perfect machine. We're trying to add moments of peace. It's about not rushing the first 5 minutes of your day.
Not rushing the first 5 minutes. That could be the only habit someone needs. If you start your day with calm, it's much easier to carry that calm with you. If you start your day with stress, you carry the stress.
It sets the tone. You're giving yourself a small gift at the start of the day.
That's a lovely way to put it. A gift. And it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't require special equipment. It just requires a little intention, a little kindness to yourself.
So, to summarize what we've talked about, the main idea is to release the pressure of big goals.
Yes, and instead, focus on tiny, almost invisible actions that you can do even on your worst days. These small habits build up over time, creating real change without the stress and guilt.
If you are listening and feeling inspired, our suggestion is this: don't try to do everything we mentioned, just pick one.
One tiny thing, something that feels almost too easy. Maybe it's drinking the water. Maybe it's the 3 deep breaths. Maybe it's just putting your phone on the other side of the room tonight.
Choose one thing and try it for a week. See how it feels. The goal is not perfection. The goal is a little more peace.
Exactly. Be gentle with yourself. Your peace is more important than your productivity. Thank you so much for listening today.
We hope this conversation felt like a quiet, comforting space for you. We'll be back soon.
Take care, everyone. Have you ever tried to change your life overnight? You buy the expensive planner, you set the alarm for 5 a.m., and you promise yourself, from tomorrow, everything will be different. And 3 days later, you're back on the couch, feeling guilty. We've all been there. But here is the secret. Real change isn't loud. It doesn't scream. It whispers. Today, I want to share the tiny, almost invisible habits that didn't just change my routine. They saved my peace of mind. Welcome to Sunny English Bite.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Alex, and I'm here with Sunny. That feeling you described, Sunny, is so familiar. The pressure of the big, dramatic change.
It is, isn't it? We think we need this huge explosion of motivation to change things, but it almost never works that way. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Why small habits matter so much more than big goals.
Right, because big goals are often intimidating. They feel so far away. If your goal is to get healthy, where do you even start? It's so big, it can feel impossible.
Exactly. And our brains don't like things that feel impossible. There's a part of our brain that resists difficult things. It wants to keep us comfortable and safe. A big goal feels like a threat to that comfort.
So you procrastinate, you avoid it. Let's start with the mind. Our minds can be busy places.
So busy. Sometimes my mind feels like a crowded room where everyone is talking at once. It can be really loud in there.
Right. So the first tiny mental habit is about making that room a little quieter. It's simple: writing one honest sentence a day.
Oh, I love this one. It's not about writing a long journal entry. It's not about being a great writer. It's just one sentence.
And it has to be honest. Some days my sentence is, "Today I feel a little sad and I don't know why." Or, "I was proud of myself for finishing that small task."
Yes, and that honesty is so powerful. It's like you're looking at your own heart and saying, I see you. It's okay. It takes maybe 30 seconds, but it connects you to yourself.
That connects to the next habit, which is naming your feelings instead of fighting them.
Instead of fighting them, that's the key. For years, if I felt anxious, my first reaction was, oh no, go away. I don't want to feel this. And of course, that just makes it stronger.
Right? It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It will always pop back up with more force.
That's a perfect description. So now I try to just name it. I say to myself, okay, this is anxiety. It feels tight in my chest. It's here right now. I don't have to like it, I just have to notice it.
And by naming it, you separate yourself from it a little bit. You are not anxiety. You are a person who is feeling anxiety. There's a difference.
A huge difference. It takes away its power, which leads to another habit that helped me a lot, especially on busy, overwhelming days.
Okay, I'm listening.
At the end of the workday, or even in the middle of it, I learned to say to myself, this is enough for today.
That feels radical in a world that always tells you to do more, achieve more.
It does, but my to-do list is never empty. It will never be empty. I used to feel so guilty for stopping when there was still more to do. But now I can look at what I did, and even if it was small, I can decide it was enough. It gives me permission to rest.
Permission to rest. That's a powerful idea because rest is not a reward, it's a necessity. It's practical. You can't pour from an empty cup. Saying this is enough is how you refill the cup.
Exactly. The last mental habit is maybe the hardest, but also the most freeing. It's letting thoughts pass instead of trying to solve them all.
For the overthinkers, this is for us.
Yes, it's for us. I used to think every worry that entered my head was a problem I had to solve immediately. Right now, I had to figure it all out.
That sounds exhausting.
It was. Now I try to see my thoughts like clouds in the sky. Some are big and dark. Some are small and light. They come and they go. I don't have to climb every cloud. I can just watch it float by.
That cloud metaphor is so helpful. It's about creating a little bit of space between you and your thoughts. Another thing that helps create that space is a worry time.
Oh, worry time? That sounds structured.
That's a great visual. It's the practice of non attachment, noticing a thought and then gently returning your focus to the present moment. Most of our worries are about the future, about things that haven't happened.
Right, and this habit helps you stay here, now, where things are usually okay. These mental habits, they're all connected. They're about being a little kinder to your own mind.
That kindness can change our internal world. But what about the external world, our life with other people and with our phones? That can also be a source of a lot of noise.
Definitely. Which brings us to our next chapter, small social and digital habits that changed our energy.
Okay, the first one is maybe the most practical tip in this whole conversation. Turn off unnecessary notifications on your phone.
Oh, this was life-changing for me. My phone used to buzz and light up all day. Every email, every social media like, every news update, it was a constant interruption.
And each interruption breaks your focus. It pulls you out of your real life and into the phone's world. I decided that I wanted to choose when I look at my phone. I didn't want my phone to choose for me.
That's it exactly. I turned off almost everything. Now the only notifications I get are from people, like text messages. No apps. And the world did not end. My mind became so much calmer.
It's about protecting your attention. Your attention is valuable. This leads to the next habit. You do not have to reply immediately.
This is a hard one for people pleasers. I used to feel that if someone sent me a message, I had to reply in 5 minutes. If I didn't, I felt I was a bad friend or a bad employee.
That pressure is real. But an instant reply is not a measure of how much you care. A thoughtful reply is much better than a fast stress reply. It's okay to wait. It's okay to finish what you are doing.
It took practice, but I learned that people understand. My friends are still my friends. I can reply an hour later or even the next day. I realized that being available to everyone made me unavailable to myself.
Unavailable to myself. Wow, that's a powerful line. That really summarizes the problem. You lose your own center.
And to get that center back, I started a related habit, sending one meaningful message instead of many smaller ones.
What does that look like in practice?
Well, instead of sending 5 different friends a quick, "How are you?" text, I might choose one person that day, and I'll send them a real message. "Hey, I was thinking about that conversation we had last week. I hope you're feeling better. That book you recommended is on my table." Something real.
So it's about quality over quantity. That one message probably builds a stronger connection than 10 quick messages. It shows you are truly thinking of them.
Right. And it takes less energy, but it gives more back, which is the goal of all these habits. The final one in this area is simple but important: choosing silence sometimes.
Choosing silence. What do you mean?
In conversation, we often feel we have to fill every pause. If there's silence, it feels awkward, but silence can be a space for thinking. It can be comfortable. And online, it means you don't have to have an opinion on everything. You can just listen. You can just be quiet.
It's giving yourself permission to not engage, to conserve your energy for what really matters to you.
Exactly. All these habits, mental and digital, they sound small, but they add up. They build a foundation. But there's a trap we can fall into even with good habits.
I think I know what you mean. The pressure to do them perfectly.
Yes, that brings us to our last idea for today: letting go of the pressure to be perfect.
This is so important. We can turn a good habit like meditation or journaling into another thing to fail at. We think, oh, I missed the day. I've ruined it. I should just stop.
That all or nothing thinking, I know it well. But the key is consistency, not perfection. It's much better to write one sentence 3 times a week than to write a perfect journal for 1 week and then quit for a year.
Right. The goal is not a perfect record. The goal is to keep coming back. Missing a day or even a week is part of the process. You haven't quit. You're just resting. You can start tomorrow.
Yes, we have to see habits as support, not as rules. They are here to help us, not to judge us. If a habit starts to feel like a heavy weight, then something is wrong. It should make your life feel lighter, not heavier.
It's about self compassion, forgiving yourself for not being perfect, which, by the way, no one is.
So true. So, as we come to the end of our conversation, we want to ask you, the listener, a couple of questions. You don't have to answer now. Just let them sit with you.
First, after listening today, which small habit feels kind to you? Not the one you think you should do, the one that feels like a gentle gift to yourself.
And the second question: what is the one small thing you can keep even on your worst day? Maybe it's just taking one deep breath or saying, "This is enough for today." What is your anchor?
Just something to think about. There is no pressure to do anything.
You don't have to change your whole life. Maybe just one small thing. Quietly, gently.
And maybe
That's
that's more than enough.
Thanks for spending this time with us. Wherever you are, we hope this made your day feel a little lighter.